I often have this desire to just disappear into the Chinese countryside and adorn myself as a Buddhist monk, when no one can find me, and maybe it's just me running from my fundamental problems. As men, we tend to encounter problems such as mental problems, physical problems, and even social problems. But something I've noticed is that it's selectively men that encounter this deep desire to run to the countryside and be isolated. For those of you who are new to my content, I'm Jade Harris. I'm a copywriter in a copywriting business. I also run this YouTube channel which focuses my content on self-improvement and a bit of copywriting here and there. In today's video, I want to have a chat. I want to have a chat about this deep desire to disappear into the countryside. It's this desire which I've noticed is especially prevalent in the online world. It's the desire just to completely disappear and enter a state of complete monk mode in the middle of the countryside, building and maintaining your own things. And that's where I think it really is. Complete isolation in the middle of nowhere. I have a few ideas of where this desire might originate from. Let's talk about firstly the fact that men are running away from their problems, and men encounter a range of problems and suffer mostly mental and physical problems. It can be social problems as well. Men encounter mental problems, and we're seeing this especially prevalent in today's world, in today's digital world, where men are feeling increasingly lonely. They're feeling increasingly separated from a band of brothers. I think brotherhood is a fundamental thing that every man should aspire to have. A set of people that you can rely on that align with your purpose, align with your own goals, align with how you value things such as loyalty. If you value loyalty, you might not value loyalty, but if you value loyalty, if you value competence and professionalism, that's things that you should look for. Well, I personally look for in a brotherhood, but we're lacking that sort of brotherhood in today's digital world. Men are increasingly more suicidal. They're committing suicide on a rate that we have never seen before. It's almost like there was a massive battle going on, and this battle is not between two armies, it's between the mind and the soul. Now, it does seem like an easy option just to run away from your problems into complete isolation, but I don't view it as running away. I view it more as trying to build something and maintain something, and that's where I think the true purpose of man is: building and maintaining and creating systems and creating communities and creating stuff. And that's what can be done on the digital online world, and it's what I'm going to speak about later in the video. But in general, building and maintaining is our general purpose, and if you're not building and maintaining something, then what are you doing? You're working a corporate 9-to-5 job which you're not enjoying, and that's why a lot of men are suffering mentally and also physically, because they're stuck at a computer, stuck at a desk all day, and they're not enjoying what they're doing. But it's a deeper problem than just, it's a deeper desire than just they want to run away from their problems, and it's not running away. So let's talk about that modern day system, the 9-to-5 system, which is a traditional system that doesn't work for young men. It doesn't work for people who have discovered their purpose or are lost with their purpose, and instead they go into a system which doesn't fulfill them and doesn't give them purpose, and that's why men are struggling mentally. And it's something I struggled with for a long time. Coming out of sixth form, coming out of the university system, I found myself struggling with my purpose and my identity, and struggling with my identity was something that I think a lot of young men are going to experience. If you're not comfortable with the unknown at this young age, if you're not comfortable working within a system where you don't know your purpose, don't know what your true desires are, then you're going to really struggle. And that's something I struggled with myself. I left sixth form, went into university, tried it a few times and dropped out every single time because I just was not aligned to what I was studying. I was not passionate about it. But now on this YouTube channel, which I'm talking about men's self-development and Eastern philosophies, in finding a true purpose, and your purpose kind of evolves over time and you discover it over time. It's like when you're digging for treasure. You dig in certain areas, you don't get the treasure, but sometimes X marks a spot and you hit gold, you hit the jackpot. And I think that's what basically is how finding your purpose is. But the traditional 9-5 system is not helping young men at all, because they're not aligned to their true purpose. let's say you were interested, your true purpose was being a doctor and helping people. That is your true purpose, fair enough. You need to go to university to do it anyway, so you need to study it and you'll be passionate about it. So university and the 9-to-5 corporate system is something that would be beneficial for you, such as being a lawyer. You've got to go to university, study law. It's deep, it's what I studied, and I found it deeply misleading. It is said to be this great degree and it's going to get you far. I found it deeply boring, and obviously I just picked it. I randomly picked it because I thought it was a good degree, and that's what a lot of university students are doing. They're picking stuff because they think it's just a good degree to have. That is not aligning with your true purpose. That is not what is going to make you happy. Many young men are realizing this, and the online system, the online economy, the digital gold rush is what people are discovering. And in some ways, this digital gold rush, this online space, the online economy, is escaping the corporate world and running into the countryside. If you think about it, the online world, it can be very isolationist, but you can also network with people. You can also get a brotherhood on a scale that we've never seen before. You can go global. You don't have to just stay in your warm community. You can run away online, and that's a good thing, and it's a thing that is going to become more prevalent as time goes on. People are going to realize that they can escape and they can actually do it from their own home. They don't need to go to a Chinese monastery. They don't need to become a Buddhist. They don't need to do all these things, escape. They can build and maintain a system, build and maintain purpose online. And online is where it's really at. And because it's a new thing, people are very excited about it. There's a lot of optimism about it. But in Britain, there's not a lot of optimism. There's not a lot of excitement over the online economy. People are still very much stuck in this corporate mindset, this corporate digital, this corporate real world 9-to-5, and that's the problem with Britain, and that's why I'm looking to personally leave Britain as soon as I can. But the digital economy is a way of disappearing from the corporate world, disappearing from your problems, and building and maintaining a system or a purpose online, which, for example, if you're into AI, you can build and maintain AI software. You can be an AI prompt expert or something. I'm not too sure how AI works. You can do what I do, which is personal branding and copywriting. Personal branding is especially good because you can put yourself out there, build an audience, build a community, build a brotherhood, which you initially lack, but you can build it up, and that's your project, and that's something to work on. So if you found value in this video of this little chat that I've had with you, then you'll find this video useful, and I'll see you in the next video.